I don't have friends. I got family. Furious 7. You got the cast of Fast and Furious back again for one last ride. Well, we know there's going to be an 8. You got Furious 7 here. I really like Furious 7. Well, not as much as Fast 5, but it was better than Fast and Furious 6. Now, Furious 7. 2 hour and 20 minutes of a high octane car chase ride. From start to end, action keeps going. I really like the action, the pacing in this movie. There's no boring scenes in this movie, I will assure you that. Furious 7 keeps going from start to end, from point A to point B. The movie just keeps going and keeps pacing forward, and the action just keeps getting bigger and bigger. It starts off with an action chase, car chase, and then it goes in all the way in Abu Dhabi when they drive a car off the building. So the action just keeps amping up in this movie, especially the plane dive scene. That's some James Bond shit right there. So Furious 7, action is really good. Now let's talk about the story. Now, towards the ending part, I noticed the story, it gets a bit mingled, yeah, we'll go with that. The fight scenes are, I think they said there's 6 or 7 scenes that are put together, and it really does, like, it stretches out the fight between him and Jason Statham. It makes it feel like a long fight, when it's not really a long fight. It should be like a 3 minute fight. So that's something a bit awkward about the end. Now you've got Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne the Rock, the Toot Very Johnson back again, and he shows up at the start of the movie, and he kicks Jason Statham's ass a bit, and then he gets his ass blown up and falls on a car and injures himself. Now you do see him back till at the end, and he's got this badass machine gun. You can see it right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, right there. And that's really a machine gun from a aircraft. I'm not gonna spoil it and tell you which aircraft it was, but it's a really badass gun. Now Dwayne Johnson couldn't make it for more scenes because he was filming Hercules at the time, and the guy's got to do his own series, do his own stuff. But for Furious 7, he was in it a bit, and they put the guy right there. Well, he is a main part of Furious 7, Fast 5 now. So it was great to have him in the movie, and like I want to see more Dwayne Johnson. He is really badass in this movie, especially in Fast and Furious 6 when he jumps on that car. That looks badass, and especially Fast 5 when they introduced him for the first time, and he's like, "Stay the beep out of my way." So that's something really cool. Now Vin Diesel back again. He really plays the warrior guy. Warrior guy. Yeah, protective over his family. That's what I'm gonna go with. And Vin Diesel, I really liked him in this movie. He does a great job. Jason Statham. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be in this movie more. He's basically in the movie. He's here. He's missing for 15 minutes, and then he shows back again. Short action scene. He's missing again, and then he shows up. So Jason Statham, I want to see more of him in the movie. But they gave us what they could. But I really wanted to see more of him. It should be based on them after Jason Statham. Instead, they're after something called God's Eye. Now, God's Eye is a device that they're using to find Jason Statham, but he shows up at every point throughout their escape, really. He shows up everywhere. So, God's Eye, that's really something I think that will be expanded on in the next movie, but for now, they're just after Jason Statham. Now, Paul Walker, yeah, CGI Paul Walker. You see him towards the end when they play the song See You Again. And Paul Walker, for what he acted in this movie, he did really good. And typical Brian, really great guy. And the CGI version of him, you could tell a bit. You could tell, yeah, that was CGI. But I gotta say, they handled the CGI really good. And especially towards the end, there's a lot of scenes of him running, and they don't show his face. You could tell, yeah, that was his brother or something. But other than that, it was not too bad. I gotta say, they did a really good job making up for Paul Walker, and he did a great job in this movie. Who else is there? Yeah, there's Tyrese Gibson, funny man again. Ludacris, and you got this new girl. She replaces Gail Gad, and she's really interesting too. She's like this hacker kind of girl, so she really works with the God's Eye and what they're doing here. Now this is the Blu-ray too, so the movie review for Furious 7. How am I gonna grade this? I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10 for Furious 7. A 7 for Furious 7. 7 out of 10 for Furious 7. That would be a B minus, so that's what I'm gonna grade the movie. Now let's get into the Blu-ray review. Now here you've got the Blu-ray. It looks really nice. You've got this here. Can you guys see it? Yeah, Furious 7. Turn it around. You have this, and you got the spine. You guys know. Let me take this off. You've got this picture right here. It looks a bit different with the artwork here. Turn it around. You have that. Okay. Now we open it up. You got your digital HD here. You guys know these digital HDs. I don't really use them too much, but I keep them in case I will use them. You've got the Blu-ray disc here and the DVD. That's pretty much what you get in your Furious 7 Blu-ray, really. So the Blu-ray, the picture quality, it looks really good. It's bright, it's sharp, it's vivid. I'm gonna give the picture quality a 5 out of 5. Now with the sound, I do notice some action scenes, they do get a bit like not staticky, but a bit the sound is something. It's a bit like, I can't describe it, guys, but you will hear it when you watch it. There's something, it's not fully on, so I'm gonna give the sound quality a 4.8 out of 5 and the picture quality a 5 out of 5. So anyways, guys, that's my review here of Furious 7. And remember, if you guys like what you see here, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. Until the next video, see you guys next time.